There are 5 things that you absolutely have to consider before building your next fence. If you stick around to the end, there's actually an additional 6th thing to consider that could end up costing you more money than the fence itself. Stay tuned as we dig into it. This is Joe Everest, the fence expert. My family's been perfecting their way of building fence for over 60 years, 3 generations. While there's more than one way to build a fence, I'm here to share with you our way. The first consideration is going to be the purpose of the fence. Why are you building it? You know, there's a funny saying in the fence industry that a fence company is kept in business for 3 reasons. It's kids, it's pets, or it's bad neighbors. And fencing each one of those in or out likely could need a different type of fence. The second consideration is going to be your property lines, or more importantly, your property corners. Are they easily visible? You know exactly where they are. You want to make sure you know exactly where your property lines and your property corners are before you start laying out your fence. If you lay it out over the property line, you likely could end up paying to move that fence again. You know, the third consideration is going to be your local regulations. A lot of municipalities will have within their building codes fencing regulations, say how tall the fence can be built, how far forward of the house the fence can be built, and other regulations pertaining to the building of that fence. Also, a lot of homeowner associations or property owners associations will have additional rules or regulations about how fences are to be built within their neighborhood or within the boundaries of their property owners associations. Be sure to check both of those before planning your next fence. The fourth consideration is going to be the cost versus quality. What is your budget for the fence? And do you understand the difference between cost and quality? You know, a fence built with, say, treated pine materials will be less expensive than a fence built with cedar materials and steel posts. The trade-off is going to be the cedar fence with steel posts will last incredibly longer than the treated pine, but again, you save some money. So, if you're flipping a house or if you don't plan on being in a house very long, a treated pine fence at a lower cost could absolutely be the best choice. If you're planning to live there for 3, 4, 5 years or longer, the cedar fence on steel posts could end up saving you money in the long run. The fifth consideration is going to be your neighbors. It's always a good idea to have a conversation with each neighbor you share a fence or a boundary line with on what their thoughts on building a fence are. Now, a lot of times you'd be surprised that most neighbors have been considered building a fence but didn't want to share the full cost. So you might find a partner in paying for your next fence. All right, you've made it to the end. This last consideration actually could end up costing you more money than you originally invested in the fence itself. And that is knowing where your private utilities are located. Private utilities can be anything from irrigation for the sprinklers in your yard to electricity running from your house to a shed or a shop. Now, these are private utilities, so they're not going to be able to be located by your local utility company, but they could still result in a lot of damage. If you or your fencing contractor hit one of these utilities, it could range anywhere from, in the irrigation, it could be replacing the irrigation system, or if you hit one of those electric lines, it could do a lot of personal damage, up to and including death. You absolutely have to know and understand exactly where those private utilities are before digging your next fence hole. And that's it. If you follow these considerations, you'll absolutely be 2, 3, 4 steps ahead of the process before you even get started. If you found this video helpful, we'd really appreciate you subscribing to the channel. And be sure to hit that notification button so as we upload new content, typically every week, you'll be the first to be notified.